Hello and welcome to another episode of Corgi Town USA. I am Candy, owner of the podcast and lifestyle brand Corgi Town USA. In my lap is Chuckles, our spokescorg. We typically have Kat, our executive producer and co-host. She had a scheduling mishap today, so we are missing her today, but we're going to keep on rolling here. In the studio, we have Booger, Hammer, and Mortimer Barnabas, the other members of the Corgi committee. If you are new here, hi, I am Candy. We have a new episode every week about the corgi and pet lifestyle. We tend to be corgi centric, but we're here for all of you pet parents, grooming, training, traveling with your pet, all those things in which we can be helpful to you and bring you good and entertaining information. We also have a creator series in which we bring on creators that either paint, sculpt, write books about corgis, about pets, about dogs, create likenesses of your pets. We're very proud of that part of our series and supporting small businesses as well. But feel free to email us. We are on all the socials, Corgi Town USA, Corgi underscore Town USA on Instagram. Feel free to reach out to us. Send us a direct message. Please like, and follow this episode. We are on several different platforms. If you're listening, thank you so much. If you're watching here on YouTube, we really appreciate you. We are well into our 4th season, and we could not do this without you. Please reach out to us. Let us know, what subjects do you want to know? What have we not tackled? Maybe you know a guest that would like to come on that you would really like to see on the show, or maybe you want to be a guest and you have a good story. We also have rescue stories. So today we are going to bring on a special person, Amy Perth, with Willow Roe's Box of Treats. Welcome,
Hi.
Amy.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for taking time out of your busy entrepreneurial schedule to join us tonight.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about you. Tell us about your background.
Okay. So normally I work in corporate America, like many, right? And then
Yes.
I got Willow Roe of he's almost 2 now. And I didn't really want to leave my dog at home. I want to be a stay-at-home dog mom, but can't do that without, someone supporting me. So I wanted
Darn it.
right? Yes, exactly. So I wanted to be at home with him and I wanted to take him to work with me. So the timing just kind of worked out where I was able to come up with this idea. I thought about it for a year and eventually opened Willow Roe's Box of Treats.
Awesome. So tell us about those that are new to Willow Roe's Box of Treats. What is Willow Roe's Box of Treats, and how did you get started? How did you get the idea?
Yeah, so I would be driving home. I travel a lot for my normal 9 to 5. And so I would be driving home. It would be a 2-3 hour drive. I'd been driving all day. And then I would want to just go through the drive through and pick him up some food because I don't want to walk to the back of the grocery store as soon as I'm getting off work. And I was constantly looking up different fast food places that also offered food for dogs or like diners or anything. So I just wanted him to have something where I could just drive through just for him and get food. So thought about it for a year. Finally, the opportunity presented itself and I decided to open a drive-through for dogs and out came Willow Roe's Box of Treats.
That is awesome. I love that. And so when you say him, are we talking about Willow?
Willow Roe, yeah.
Yes. You
Yeah.
want to tell us about Willow Roe?
Yeah, so he's a golden doodle. I got him at 7 weeks. He's almost 2 now. Hey, Bubba, you want to come say hi? He like started to run off as soon as I said that. Hey, say hi. There he is.
Hi.
Good
Aw.
boy.
If you are listening to this broadcast, please go over to our YouTube page so you can see Willow gracing us with his beautiful, precious white pearly teeth here. What a gorgeous little baby.
Thanks. Oh, he still wants my attention. Imagine that.
So tell us a little bit more about this drive-through for dogs. This is fair, right? This is food.
Yes,
Yummy.
yes. So it's real food. So it's there are 4 different options, but I would recommend not getting number 4. I'm probably going to take it off the menu. It's the veggie box, and dogs like meat. So I think I've sold 2 number 4s, so that's going to come off the menu. That's just peas, carrots, and rice.
Okay.
So our number one is chicken risotto. So they get rice. It's all white meat chicken, carrots and peas. And the number two is the beef stir fry, and that's rice, carrots, peas, and ground beef. And then
This
the
is
third,
making me hungry. Can I get some box of Willow Rose box of treats for me?
right? Yeah, yeah. And we have a third grain-free option because we know some dogs are allergic to rice
Mhm.
or grain, and so just want to. So they get chicken and beef, and then if someone tells us, "Hey, my dog's allergic to this," we figure something out and then make it happen.
Yeah, so this is doggy fast food for the busy parent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, awesome. So tell us where you're located.
So I'm located in the Midtown area in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Awesome.
It's yeah, it's on Northwest 9th and Western.
This is really cool. So we have some for those who don't know, Candy here, owner of Corgi Town USA, spent a lot of time growing up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So we have some Oklahoma people that follow us. So we're encouraging if you're listening, you're near the area, or maybe you're traveling, going to dog shows or agility trials, etc. Stop in Oklahoma City, find Willow Rose box of treats, and get you some yummies. It sounds delicious. I want some for me.
Thanks. It also comes with a dessert. So it's like puppy, we call it puppy spice latte. It's a pumpkin puree and whipped cream, and then they get a toy and a bow tie as well in each box. So it's basically like a Happy Meal, but for dogs.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So tell me if we're not in Oklahoma City, can we patronize your business?
So I was initially going to do like basically like DoorDash, but or ship
Mhm,
boxes.
mhm,
We haven't quite worked out all like the legalities and things of that nature, and it's
sure.
just me right now. So it's a work in progress.
Sure. Yeah, shipping freeze some of the freeze frozen food and some of the fresh food, shipping it is a little bit of a logistical headache. So, but I'm going to stay tuned because I'm very excited about what you're doing here. This is awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So what are you thinking of for the future? Do you have a grand scale idea for the business?
So yes, the overall goal right now we're partnering with like a few different organizations. I've been contacted recently by a couple of different I can't share their names because we haven't signed anything yet,
Sure.
unfortunately.
Yes.
But there is talk of selling my product in a few different stores.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I am partnering with Canine Compassion Dog Training. We're going to be doing a lot of work together. That one I can share. I did because I did get permission. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so we're doing some different things. We're talking about, we go to a lot of events and just basically just trying to help each other get our names out there. And then the overall goal is to eventually franchise out. I want to
Mhm.
be in multiple locations. I have been contacted by a few people, and there are a few cities that are potentially coming next. I will just share one is in Dallas and one is in Los Angeles.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, okay, so we're already on a growth scale here.
Yes.
Awesome. Do we have a timeline when we think that these will be ready, or is it too early to tell yet?
It's really, to be 100% transparent, too early to tell. The goal is within the next year.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. And so, assuming with the flag here, gonna have a very similar menu.
Yes.
Yeah, so we and what was I hearing that correctly? 4 options?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
that could change. If people come with to us with like ideas of something different, like I'm all ears. And if someone says, "Hey, why don't you try this instead of this?" I'm happy to adjust. Um, well, our goal is customer service is the number one goal. So if we're pleasing our customers, which are the dogs, we're happy.
Yeah. Oh, this is so fun. And so does Willow get to taste test some of your options?
Often.
Yeah. Say, "It's good to be in this house. Mom's a chef."
It is.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
great training tool.
Yeah. So this is drive-through. So you do not have storefront, correct? This is just a place we drive through to get takeout.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So all dogs are welcome, I guess, because you can
Oh,
drive through?
exactly. Any dog. We don't, yeah, we want everyone. And our thing is right now, is any dog, any breed. And if mom and dad are having a hard time, they're struggling, still bring your dog through. We'll figure it out later. No worries about paying. We just want to make sure that we want our customers, which are the dogs, to be able to get something fun for them, regardless of any other situation happening at the moment.
Oh, this is super sweet. Well, then there's also the idea of the pay it forward.
Yes,
So if you are in the area and you stop by Willow Roe's Box of Treats, you can always offer to buy the box behind you, right?
absolutely.
Whoever's in line, and that's a great way to do it too. This is so super exciting. I love it so much. And so how long have you been in business?
We opened February 4th of this year.
Oh, you're brand new.
Brand new. It's just
Yeah.
everything is happening so fast. It's amazing, and I'm incredibly blessed.
Yeah, this is so cool. So what are the hours of operation that can come
So,
through?
as of right now, so it's kind of switched a little bit. I don't know if you know about the virus in Oklahoma City right now or not, but there is a doggy influenza and something called strep zoo that was going around.
Oh no,
So
not good.
yeah, so we have switched to right now we're on Saturdays only. I was delivering Monday through Friday, but right now we're just doing Saturdays because there of all the events that are going on in the summer, and Willow's staying home right now.
Yeah.
So
Keep her
just
safe. Keep them
yes.
safe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is Saturdays for now, and it's TBD. Is that
Yes.
are the hours going to kind of determine as you grow into different cities? You think?
Yes, so we'll go back. My plan is right now to continue being closed on Sundays, but we're typically going to be open every other day of the week. Is the plan to get to eventually, but everything's just kind of it's been chaos. So we're just
I'm sure.
changing rapidly and going with the flow.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is super cool though. So, okay. So the it's gonna be like a Chick-fil-A, right? Like we know you want a Willow's box of treats, but you can't have it on Sunday. You have to wait for a couple days.
Exactly. Buy it on Saturday, throw it in the fridge. There you go.
Yeah, fridge or freezer, you've got
Yeah.
staying power because it's real food.
Mhm.
I am going to share on the screen for those watching on YouTube. It is WILLOWROES box of treats. And that's on Instagram. There's also the website www.willow treats.com. We will share these links in the description box of this video as well as on the audio platform. So you can click link, but it is Willow Roe's Box of Treats. If you want to learn more, even if they're not in your city yet, sounds like they might be sooner than we think, but you can go and give them a good Instagram follow and let them know what you think of the business and go to the website and tool around on the menu. And just so as we're talking about the schedule, is that posted online? So if someone's traveling through and it sounds like there's some changes, based on things.
Yes. So as it happens, as it changes, I change the website, I changed Facebook, I change Instagram. I change it on everything the moment that a decision like that is made. So I'm hopeful to soon be back to the days were open before, sooner than later.
Mhm.
Um, Within the next couple of months, I'm just gonna have to see like how this goes. And
Gosh, yeah, I hope that goes away. That's really scary. We don't want our baby sick.
no, it's been interesting. And my location is where it was kind of started and where it's growing rapidly. So
Oh, yikes.
yeah, but there's now the vaccine is just hard to get.
Right. Well, and then the different strains and ugh. Yeah, I mean, I know that happens. It does kind of break out. Things like this do break out. It's anytime there's the dog shows and agility trials and different kinds of dog sports. That these are some things, unfortunately, that happens. Just like kids, they get together, they share the water, they share the toys.
Exactly.
They get in each other's faces, and we want to keep them healthy. So, is you said every other. So let's say in a perfect world, let's get through this nonsense and everybody stays healthy, and in a month or two you're kind of back in business. You said every other business day. Are we thinking Monday, Wednesday? What
Oh,
was the idea there? Yeah.
no, so we were Wednesday through Friday, and then on Saturdays and every Thursday for every box that's bought, we give $1 to the Oklahoma City Homeless Alliance. So I want to get
Oh,
back to doing that as soon as possible. So the goal was that was during winter, and the goal was in summer we were gonna like make our hours more. It was gonna be 6 days a week, and then everything kind of went wrong.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the goal is to get in the summer Monday through Saturday, and in the winter it's going to be Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay,
And
good. So
yeah,
in a normal world, that's what we can expect out of the drive-through there.
correct. And 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays, and 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Saturdays.
Okay. And post it on the website accordingly. So if you are in town or you're going to be in town, you want to stop by, please go to willowroseboxoftreats.com or the Facebook or Instagram pages. Check those hours before you go so that you know that they will be there, dependent on some other factors. So I do have a question about as you're growing, expanding, growth scalability. Do you have the same kinds of, I don't want to call them pitfalls, but challenges when it comes to things like health codes and, anytime you open a restaurant, of course there's zoning. And I think in Oklahoma they're a little bit, it's a little easier than it is out here out west. And the further west you go, it's harder. And I know because as we work on Corgi Town, our resort, we have to consider all those things, the insurance and the zoning and different kind of laws of you expand. In California, everything has a rule down to the dirt you walk on. But do you have some different kind of health codes and different things that different groups you have to appease as you've done this, or is it a little bit easier because it's dog food specifically? I'm curious.
All of the above. Yes. So,
Yeah.
yes, so it's going to be a lot more difficult in Dallas and LA than it is in Oklahoma City. Absolutely. I've looked a little bit into it and I was a little intimidating,
Yeah.
to be honest. But here, so I got really lucky with my location. It was already zoned. And then we have the agricultural department. So when I was doing all the research of what rules do I have to follow, so I do have to have insurance, which I do, in case like something were to happen with one of the dogs, something with the food. Thankfully, we've had none.
Yes. Yes. Knock on
Right.
wood. Sure. Sure.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So thankfully, and I really want to keep it that way because that would be horrible because you only get 2 times and then you're shut down.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, that can't happen. Or so the other thing we have is the agricultural department. So since it's not, I can't sell it to humans, because it's not a food and beverage license. It's a
Mhm.
license through the agricultural department.
Sure.
So I have to have specific labeling on every box for every single thing that's inside the box. So if it's the puppy spice latte, there's a label on it for that. If they're anything they're going to consume, so like the toy and the bow tie, we don't have to have that. But if it's like the beef stir fry or chicken risotto, it has to have the label. So I learned, I was trying to learn what crude fat and all of these things were. So I was trying to do the math myself. And I called the lab and I said, I don't know how to find this. And they said, well, that's because the dog has to digest it first. And I said, I'm not doing that. And they said, you bring the food to the lab. And I was like, oh, so
Much easier.
much easier.
Yeah.
So then I just took it to the lab. You have to pay for them to test it. And then they tell you the answer of this is how much crude everything is in this. And can you sell it or not?
Okay. Oh, awesome. Well, that's really interesting the way
Yeah.
that comes through then. So are you actively I know it's a process because you have people reaching out to you, but are you actively accepting applications? Like, should we encourage people to reach out to you if they're like, hey, I want in on this idea for your
Yes.
franchise?
Please do.
Okay, awesome. And so the best way to do that is probably on your website, Willow Rose Box of Treats.
Yes, they can go there and it will send me a message if they it should be immediately. My phone number is also on the website
Okay.
as well as everywhere else. We are, you can Google and it has my phone number. It's everywhere. I just tried
Yeah.
to make it. I don't know that it's on Instagram. It's definitely on Facebook, Google, my website, possibly Yelp as well.
Awesome. Okay. And again, that's if you're listening, Willow, WILLOWROES, Willow Rose Box of Treats.com. And you can check out Instagram, Willow Rose Box of Treats. And you are posting, we've seen some here at Corgi Town USA, some of the options there on your Instagram. So we highly recommend you go and take a look at that so you can kind of put some mental pictures to these little descriptions that we have here. And Amy, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I mean, I love your idea. I love what you're doing. I'm super excited. I come from a land of people that our pets are our children. We have full on birthday parties with people coming from different parts of the country to come visit, and different kind of things where we have these huge gatherings, and we're not just, these aren't just our pets, we're emotionally dependent on them. And so we make our everyday about this. So I'm very excited about this idea. It's very excited to find you. And thank you so much for your innovation.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to share with our audience? I mean, we'd love to have you back on in future seasons to, kind of see the evolution of the business. Are there different service offerings, seasonal, whatever it is, as you live and grow? If you'd be willing, of course, if you have time.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, we would love to, and hopefully he needs a lot of my attention as I need a lot of his, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are also post some fun videos on TikToks of our customers.
Excellent.
So I like they're just funny. We have some different really cool, like, your dog wants to come eat with us, or your dog called and they want to come get Willow Roe's box of treats today, and it's just fun. And then there are lots of adorable dogs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I imagine. You have the cutest customers ever, I'm sure.
I have a really nice job. I get to meet the best customers. I've never had any of them yell at me, so it's been great.
Well, we certainly don't encourage yelling. Barking, maybe. A few barks.
Yes. I haven't had any of that either. Once they pull up to the window, they smell the food, and I've never had an angry customer, especially once the food makes it to the car. They know it's for them. I have customers that tell me as they're pulling around the corner, their dog knows where they're going, so they can start jumping around. I
Oh,
love
nice.
it. I love it so much.
Yeah, you have some regulars now, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I love this. Well, corgis, they bark for everything. It's not angry. It's excited, it's happy, it's boredom, it's just for whatever, who cares? So
We have
if
lots of corgis, and their butts are adorable. I don't know what it is about the corgi butt. They're just so cute.
yes, they're kind of special. We like their butts. I think my license plate says corgi butts drive me nuts.
It's funny.
Okay, so Willow sounds like might be getting a little impatient over there, so maybe we shouldn't keep mom too much longer.
Sorry.
No worries at all. This is a dog podcast. There's going to be some doggies talking. We welcome it. Well, thank you so much. Again, it's Willow Roe's Box of Treats on Instagram, on the web, and we will share those links in the description box. Go over, follow them on Instagram, follow them on TikTok, show them some love. You're definitely going to have some fun little videos to see and check out the cute little customers. And we'll have Amy back on as this business grows, and can't wait to see what's next. And you'll be looking for the next Willow Roe's box of treats in your town. Amy, Willow, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You too.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I'm certainly excited. I'm sure if you are listening or viewing, you are excited. Again, we will share those links. Go check them out. If you are in Oklahoma City, as Amy mentioned, go to the website first. Check out the hours. Make sure that they are open and that you can come through and get one of those options there for your pup and a nice little drive-through fast food for your doggo. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This is part of our Creator and Small Business series. Every week, we have a new episode for you, all things corgi and pet lifestyle, traveling with your pet, grooming, health, training, all the things that concern us as parents. We are here for you. Please drop us a line. Follow us on the socials, Corgi Town USA, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, as well as our YouTube. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Again, we kind of have a broad swath of material that we like to address as we're here in our fourth season. Good night from all of us here at the Corgi Committee. Kat hopefully will join us next week with Digby. But tonight it's Candy, Chuckles, Mortimer, Booger, and Hammer. Have a good night.